What's going down, man? It's your boy Earl the Monarch, and you tap back in with the YouTube channel. Today, I'm bringing you the first game review that I'm doing on this channel, and it's for one of my favorite games, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man Miles Morales was released November 12th, 2020. It was developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony. The voice acting stars Nadji Jeter, Jasmin Savoy Brown, Yuri Lowenthal, and Griffin. I don't know how to say his last name, but I'm gonna insert it here.
Hey guys, this is Griffin Puatu.
Other great games that came out in 2020 is Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Last of Us 2, Cyberpunk 2077, and Ghost of Tsushima. So the story starts out picking up from Insomniac's 2018 Spider-Man as Miles is bitten by a radioactive spider and starts developing powers.
I managed to do my part to help him out. And after all that, believe it or not, a spider bit me. And I started to change. I didn't want to worry my mom, so I went to Pete. And now, we're officially Spider Bros.
You see, Miles' dad was killed in a bomber by Mr. Negative and the Inner Demons crew.
Everything changed, though, when my dad was killed in the City Hall bombing. I couldn't believe he was gone.
Miles and his moms moved to Harlem for somewhat of a fresh start, and Miles' moms is running for city council. Miles gets a text from Peter, the other Spider-Man who's been training him, about an escort mission, and Miles swings into action. Miles and Peter are tasked with escorting a raft transfer, basically like the prison for like supervillains. And one of the tethers on the transport taker breaks, and Miles makes the mistakes of rushing in before properly assessing the situation, which in turn causes the helicopter to crash and damage the inmate carrier tanker.
Miles, let me take... I got this, Pete, don't worry. No! It's secure!
Rudder's unresponsive. Brace for impact.
Before that happens.
Hello, tiny spiders.
I've got Rhino, but you have to contain the escapees!
Miles takes care of most of the escapees until he's pulled away to assist Peter with Rhino.
I'm coming.
After steering Rhino in different directions, Miles runs into a few more escapee goons.
That brother's floating!
Dude is definitely dead. We then get the epic creation of this meme in one of the most pointless backflips ever.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
This is where we're introduced to Miles' new Venom powers. That's right, bro has some sort of bioelectric powers as well. On top of, you know, the spider powers and whatnot.
Bro. Back? The hell?
Miles fights Rhino and low-key fucks him up, and we're then introduced to one of our main antagonists of the game, Roxxon Power and his leader, Simon Krieger.
Guys, wow, just wow. Simon Krieger, head of R&D at Roxxon Energy. I wanted to thank you, both of you. Taking down Rhino? Solo?
Thanks, but he's still dangerous.
Nah, we'll hold him for the police. You know, I always think these super troopers are overkill until something like this happens.
Peter then basically tells Miles, hey, I know you just had your first major fuck up, and you may not be ready to be on your own, but me and MJ finna go on vacation, I'ma fuck with you.
Sorry, I've been meaning to tell you, I'm not gonna be around for the next few weeks. MJ's headed overseas for the Bugle and requested me as her photographer. Kind of a working vacation for us.
Oh, man. Look, I don't know if I'm ready to fly solo. I screwed up today big time with the helicopter.
But then you delivered big time. You saved my bacon, Miles. Hey, I did this gig for 8 years without backup, and you better believe I screwed up lots of times. But that is how you learn.
I'm a fault with.
Bro. We're then introduced to the other opposing faction of the game, the Underground. A bunch of YNs dressed in purple with nanotech type weapons.
It ain't them niggas that act hard, it's them niggas that be like, quiet like. It's the ones that put the slugs in your ass and tell your ass goodnight. So get that nigga a marble coffin, cause I ain't that nigga to fuck with. I'm from the O, so I blast off.
After Miles handles the situation, we're introduced to Miles' close friends Genki, whom he goes to Brooklyn Visions Academy with, and also introduced to Finn, a longtime close friend of Miles he had before he moved from Harlem. We get a hint at some possible character lore with Finn when Miles' mom asks about Finn's brother.
Does your brother Rick still work for Roxxon? I don't know how anyone could work there after seeing your last campaign ad. You went for Simon Krieger's jugular.
Finn changes the subject and they continue dinner as normal. We then cut to Genki introducing us to a new app called the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app, where civilians can put in requests to get help from Spider-Man himself.
Thanks. Oh, look, someone just made a request. Request came from a guy named Aaron Davis.
We then get our first task from the app, and it's from Miles' uncle of all people. And we're tasked with stopping the Underground from disrupting the train movements.
Hey there. You needed some help? I'm Spider-Man, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Aaron Davis. I think somebody's messing with the sensors.
On my way.
Wait, where's the other Spider-Man?
Miles sets everything back as normal with some slight assistance from Uncle Aaron, and then Uncle Aaron lets us know he's already figured out our identity.
Oh, hey, here you go. 1 year unlimited subway pass.
Thanks.
Did I get the name right?
How did you... okay, gotta go.
Look at you. If your dad could see you now,
He'd probably freak out.
he'd definitely freak out.
We skip ahead to Miles meeting up with Finn to get their old time capsule, and we get a flashback to allude to more lore with Finn's brother.
Kidding me. Y'all gotta start remembering this code. Not always gonna be around to tell you. What are you gonna put inside this bad boy?
Secret time capsule. Only Miles and I know.
Boom! That's right. Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Hey, Rick. You gonna take that job at Roxxon or what?
Genki and Miles then head down to Miles' mom's political rally when the leader of the Underground, the Tinkerer, overthrows the rally and a war between Roxxon and the Underground ensues.
This message is from Roxxon. The man you answer to, Simon Krieger, is a killer. The Underground will stop it.
We've got a situation here.
Weapons up!
They need you. I'll help your mom.
Stay back! I need it!
Miles takes matter into his own hands and takes down some of the Underground, and then an explosion happens and Miles swings into action to investigate. Miles pulls up to the bridge and tries to get in between the Underground, who's trying to steal something called New Form, more on that later, and Roxxon before any more violence ensues when he's attacked by the Tinkerer.
We're after the new form. Ignore everything else. Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
And then the big reveal is shown.
What are you doing? What?
Plot twist, that's right, Finn turns out to be the Underground's leader, the Tinkerer. She knocks Miles into the truck of New Form and has a bad reaction to Miles' electrical powers and explodes, causing hella damage to the bridge.
Destabilizing it. Get down!
this! Just a little closer! Just a little!
Miles does what he can to save all the bystanders, and then Roxxon closes in on Miles to either attack or arrest him. They never really made it clear on which one they wanted to do. And out of sheer fear, Miles unleashes a new power.
No justice, no peace. Folk racist police. They got me in a chokehold and I can't breathe. My hands up, don't shoot. My hands up, don't shoot.
What the hell?
That's right, on top of bioelectricity and the spider powers, your boy Miles can also camouflage himself and turn invisible. Miles escapes and we cut to a scene of him feeling pretty down about the turn of events. His best friend is low-key a terrorist warlord, and his fuck-up low-key caused millions of dollars in property damage. But Genki cheers him up with one of those good old motivational speeches about being himself and all that good shit. They even cook up a new suit for old Miles. Miles gets a clue to check out Finn's family repair shop to do some investigating on what sent Finn down his path. Miles then finds out that the people that worked on Nuform, some sort of man-made source of power and energy, ended up getting sick, and that Finn's brother was actually the lead on the project.
The team that created Nuform all got sick. Wait, Rick was project lead? Video file from 6 months ago.
Running a test upload.
Half my team is sick. But Krieger still want him at his new form. They broke ground in Harlem today, ahead of schedule.
Poisoning the city to make a buck.
They keep cutting corners, ignoring safety reports. I can't let them pervert my work like this, Finn.
You're sure they can't just make more of this stuff?
No, as long as we take out the backup supply in Jersey too. But without me, they'll have no idea how Nuform works.
Miles discovers that Finn and her brother tried to stop the Nuform project, but something terrible happened in the process, and whatever happened is supposedly recorded on Finn's phone, but it's still at Roxxon.
No uploads. Phone must have been damaged.
Miles then heads to Roxxon to find Finn's phone and uncover the truth of what happened that night. Miles breaks into Roxxon and is ambushed and approached by the Prowler, who just so happens to be Uncle Aaron.
Hey, kid.
What's so funny?
Damn, Miles. For a skinny-ass kid, you hit hard.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, Aaron? You're the Prowler?
Listen, I did some work for Roxxon a while back. You don't want to mess with these guys. If we get caught in here...
Then help me.
Don't get caught.
Uncle Prowler makes Miles aware that Roxxon is some bad dudes and that Miles might not want to fuck around, but he's a stubborn superhero and proceeds to look for the phone. Miles then finds the phone.
Battery needs a charge. Please don't explode. Nice. Here it is.
Okay, core dump's a two-person job. You start to override here, I confirm it there. Step 1 in wiping Nuform from existence.
Ready?
Ready.
Triggering override in 3, 2...
Ben.
That wasn't me!
Industrial sabotage, Rick? Really?
I can stop this!
Ah! No! No! Rick! Rick, no!
No!
Miles and Prowler cuz fight their way through Roxxon, and Unc convinces Miles to lie to Finn and make her think that he wants to join the underground because he's just a angsty teenager, but really he wants to get close to the underground so he can stop him.
Your friend's the Tinkerer. Use Finn. Tell her you want to join the underground. Go to her as a friend.
No, she's too smart for that.
You'd be surprised. People get stupid when they care about someone.
Message!
Probably not the best approach, but I mean, hey, I guess he feels that's the best way he can get his information. Miles meets up with Finn and gives her some of that good old New York charm, and Finn introduces Miles to the underground and its headquarters.
Who are you texting?
My mom. Yeah, she needs me at home.
Right now? Really? You can head out that way. See you back here soon?
Definitely.
Miles then abruptly has to leave. Then he investigates the hideout of Spider-Man.
You moved the new form? Safely?
Yeah, to the lab uptown.
Genki, they moved the new form. Their hideouts. New form's gotta be in one of them.
I need a clearer picture. Then I can narrow it down.
My brother created new form. Chief chemist. I won't stop until Roxxon's gone. Are you with me?
You know we are.
Good.
Miles finds the location and actually discovers the new form, but it's disrupted by Finn.
Okay. See? No! Hey! Hey! I just want to talk!
Miles goes on a city-wide chase after Finn and is then caught slipping and attacked. And Miles is then forced to reveal himself that he is Spider-Man.
Give me one good reason not to end you.
My mom would be very upset.
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
Miles?
After getting whooped on, Miles then links back up with Uncle Aaron to give woman advice. Prowler Cuz pulls some snake shit and convinces Miles to set up a meeting with Finn, and then he relays the information over to somebody over the phone.
Not now.
I know what to do about Finn. I gotta see her. Try to talk her out of all this.
In person? Where?
Trinity Church. Tomorrow night. Why so interested?
Trinity Church. Remember, Tinker is yours, but leave the boy alone.
I can low-key kinda see why Miles' pops cut him off. Dude is low-key a hoe. Miles then meets up with Finn, and the meeting seems to be going relatively good until they're ambushed and attacked by Rhino, who seems to have gotten some nice Roxxon sponsored upgrades.
That was a hell of a way to tell me you're Spider-Man. What if I'd killed you?
You want me to feel bad because you almost killed me?
This is the only way I can beat him. I need you to look the other way. Please.
I can't. I made a promise.
Why'd you pick here?
Dad brought us to that concert. Ghana was my favorite.
Ghana wasn't there. You're thinking of Guinea. Guinea, Belize, Poland, Cuba.
South Korea, Thailand, Venezuela. You're right.
I usually am.
Usually.
Miles then awakes inside of Roxxon, and Simon Kragos gives a good old exposition dump and lets us know he's money hungry and he'll do anything for the bread.
You know, when her brother and I were developing new form,
All you did was put your name on the patent. He said the only thing you knew how to do was sell other people's ideas.
Well, at least I still got a pulse, babe.
The first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna... Wow! That is awesome. I'm gonna get that mask off you. And I'm gonna find out what makes you tick. Because you just smell like next level bioengineering. And you know what that smells like to me, kid? That smells like money.
Roxxon then turns off their body cams and goes crazy on old Miles.
Time to finish what we started on the bridge.
No cameras now.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
Miles takes such a pummeling, he exudes all of that energy and breaks free. Miles and Finn rummage through Roxxon trying to find information as well as a way out, and they run across old Prowler, and it's revealed that he's the one that gave up the location to Roxxon and Simon Krieger. Gasp, I never would have seen it coming, oh my god.
Can't let them go until they have my new form.
You shouldn't even be here. Your muscle was only supposed to grab the girl. You agreed to leave the kid alone.
Uncle Aaron?
Miles and Finn continue through Roxxon and are almost home free, but then they're attacked by Rhino Cuz.
Now, we finish this!
Miles then put the beats on old Rhino and then logs into the Roxxon system to download some evidence, and he discovers that Simon Krieger changed the specs on the reactor to make it much stronger.
Krieger updated the reactor. Tried to supercharge it to make his deadline. If Finn goes through with her plan... Oh my god. Harlem.
Rhino Cuz starts talking shit to old Finn, saying that they smoking on that Rick pack.
You know, Krieger told me how your brother died. Very amusing.
Damn!
He also told me it was your fault.
Put that nigga ass in the dirt.
You watched him die. Helpless.
Smoking on Pookie tonight.
Finn then spazzes out and stabs Rhino.
Go to hell.
And Finn start low-key beating the shit out of Miles. Again.
Finn! What the hell?
Got me kidnapped!
Finn the reactor!
Come near me again,
And I'll kill you.
She low-key been beating on bro the whole game. Genki helps Miles back home, and then Miles' mom comes home and she discovers that Miles is the Black Spider-Man.
What are you wearing?
I have to tell you something.
Miles heals up and swings through the city when he's randomly attacked.
Sorry about this, nephew.
Turns out it was Prowler Cuz. Prowler Cuz kidnaps Miles and hides him in some sort of underground cell to protect him. And Miles says fuck that and breaks out.
Underestimated me.
Miles and Uncle Prowler engage in some good old family fisticuffs. Miles low-key put the paws on old Unc and heads back to stop Finn.
You don't realize I'm the only one trying to save you.
And I'm trying to save everyone else.
You throw yourself at enemies you can't beat. Know who else did that?
Don't say his name!
I let you down. We're family.
Family? That didn't stop you from lying to me, manipulating me, fighting me? Being family isn't enough anymore. Message!
We didn't get a flashback of Miles and Finn during the science fair. I guess to, show how close they were.
Come on, molasses. I want to see our project while we're still young. That was awesome. I'm gonna miss doing stuff like this with you.
Oh, wait! Would you look at that? Genuine award-winning scientists. Hey, huddle up. We need a picture.
Gotta be in it too. You helped us get it working.
Okay, fine. Scoot over. All right. Say alleles!
I am not saying that.
And then we flash back to reality of Miles trying to grab the new form again, only to be thwarted by Finn again.
Finn, you need to know.
I'm done listening to you.
Miles gets back to the city to find it in complete chaos and a full-on war between the underground and Roxxon, and that Finn has already started working on the reactor.
She started already.
Spider-Man sighted.
Get out of here, young blood!
No!
You see, Finn's big plan is to use the new form and the new form reactor to overload it and then blow up Roxxon. Miles finally gets to her and tries to warn her about the changed specs, but Finn ain't hearing that shit and a full-on battle ensues.
No! The reactor! Krieger changed the specs. You're not just gonna destroy Roxxon Plaza. You're gonna vaporize all of Harlem.
I'm not gonna let you lie to me again!
You're too late.
I don't want to fight. We'll talk after I disable the reactor. Finn, look! The reactor's still going critical. Soon we won't be able to stop it. No!
You're not going near that reactor!
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
I gave you every chance to leave. Don't make me kill you! You can't win! Why do you keep fighting? This shouldn't be happening!
I can stop it! Finn!
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
After whooping on Miles, yet again, Finn finally realized that her experiment low-key fucking up the city and decides to help Miles stop the reactor. Miles absorbs all the energy from the reactor, but can't seem to hold all the energy and will have to let it out shortly. Finn, knowing that she can't get everybody to a safe distance in time, decides to sacrifice herself to help Miles get to a proper distance and release this energy.
It's okay. Just let go.
Finn's noble sacrifice helped save the city, even though it was her actions that got us here in the first place. But all's well that ends well. We cut to 4 weeks later and Simon Krieger gets locked up after Uncle Prowler turns witness and testifies against him and Roxxon.
That's right, friends. Simon Krieger is in prison. Aaron Davis, aka the Prowler, flipped on him and Roxxon. Davis will serve time, but could get a reduced sentence.
Then cut to Miles pulling up the OG Spider Cuz, who's back in the city to get some sort of superhero wisdom. And that's the end of the game.
Man, I still can't get over that suit. So cool.
Does this job ever get easier?
No! Go time?
Go time.
Overall, this is a really dope game, man. Although the story is relatively short, the side missions and the side activities keep you engaged. From doing spider drills with Hologram Peter to sampling sounds of Harlem with old Prowler Cuz, the open world of Harlem is at your fingertips. I absolutely love the gameplay. The game is beautiful from top to bottom, the graphics immaculate. The way the game cuts from cutscene to gameplay so effortlessly is impeccable. The swing mechanics are great. It's reminiscent of the OG Spider-Man 2 from back in the day, but like greatly improved. While the fighting can be slightly repetitive, it's a Spider-Man game, fam. Like, Spider-Man comes in, beats up the bad guys, and he goes on about his day. Story-wise, I think it was pretty good. Although it was pretty predictable. I kind of seen where the story was going way before it got there, but it was easy to follow and not very convoluted. I actually do think Finn could have lived at the end, although she probably would have just went to prison. I do think she could have just threw him in the air. She didn't need to hold him the whole time. But, you know, it kind of is what it is. The sacrifice kind of made it more of a right or wrongs type thing and gave it that good, solid ending we needed. Uncle Prowler was low-key a goofy. He tried to get back in his nephew's life by giving him bad advice, teaching him how to lie to women, and then tried to get him to not save the city. Like, bro, what are you doing? I know Peter Parker was so happy for there to finally be another Spider-Man and not the whole fate of New York to be on his back. He was finally able to get him a break and crack some cheeks overseas with old MJ. Overall, the story gives a good message of believing in yourself, being yourself, and to not stand in anyone's shadow. Overall, I give Spider-Man Miles Morales an 8.5 out of 10. Appreciate you if you stayed for the whole video. Make sure to comment what you would like for me to do a review on next, whether it's a movie, a video game, or any other type of content. Make sure you like, subscribe the video, subscribe to the channel, follow on all social media platforms at Earl the Monarch, and we out.